Hello kids, I'm Purnima and once again I welcome you to my class of English. How are you children? I hope you are all safe and fine. Now I am going to continue with some of the other models, and the model is the lesson which we are doing right now. Okay, as I told you something about the models and what are those. That is, model is a, first let me revise some important things with you. What is a model? Model is a verb used to express the mood or attitude of a speaker. So children, mood here means, children, manner. Mood here means manner. So children, here what is a model? First of all, what is a model? So model is a verb, and through this verb a person, this verb expresses the mood and attitude of the speaker, children, and this verb is known as model. So what are model? Actually model are a type of verb only. Model is a type of verb, okay, through which what do we understand? Because this verb, it expresses the mood or attitude of a speaker. Okay, now children, model verbs, they tell children, they tells the mood and attitude expressed in the sentence given above are, like, I mean to say children, what type of mood or the expression should be there of the person. So children, advice, necessity, speaking permission, giving permission in a friendly informal manner, giving permission in a formal manner, and making a polite request. So these are some of the attitudes, some of the advice which is given by the modal verb. And I told you some of the modal, most commonly used modal verbs are can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, ought to, need, dare, have to. So these are some of the very commonly types of model which we use, and I have told you the uses of some of the models also, students. Okay, so first of all I would also like to revise with you what are these models suggest to us. What are these models? They suggest and they tell to us. So student, I was telling you what this model suggests to us. So this model suggests to us, children, to give permission and to take permission. Like children, if we use the model may, then children, may I come in, may I go, yes you may. So children, I mean to say children, both type of permission, okay, to give permission and to take permission, both it suggests to give the permission and to take the permission. Then ability to do something, capability to do something, he can swim for 5 hours. Possibility, suggestions, advice, duty, obligation. Suggestion, advice, duty, obligation. So these are few things. Then children, promise, intention, request, necessity, compulsion, prohibition, wish. So these are few types of children suggestion which are tell through model. So finally children, model is a verb, okay, and it express the mood and it advise the suggestion of the people. And I told you how many types of suggestions are expressed, like request, compulsion, necessity, prohibition, prohibition, permission, okay, possibilities. So many things are there. And children, I told you the main verb used after a model in the root form. That means a verb will always be there, and that the verb should be in the base form or in the root form. Models always have the same form. And children, models are generally followed by the main verb. So these are some of the important points which I have told you regarding models. Okay, so first I will be telling you individually, then children comparatively also I will discuss that what is the difference if we will compare 3 models expressing possibility. So what are, how they are used. Okay, like may is also telling us about possibility, and children, might is also telling about possibilities. So how these possibilities word is used separately, this I will be telling you after completing this lesson. Now, so children, I will be taking the model now. Will will be the model which I will be taking. Okay. So student, I will be telling today about the model will. Okay. I hope you must have heard shall and will. All right. Generally, it is used in future tense, and I also told you that shall is generally used with the first person. Okay, both with singular and plural with the first person, and will is generally used with children third person. But children, today I will be telling you will can use with both the person, with the second person and third person, and children, in what condition it is used with first person, so that I will be telling you now. So children, first of all children, I will be telling you the most common and important points of will. It is generally used with second and third person. Okay, it is generally used with second and third person, because children, many it is believed that shall is used with first person. So children, it is generally used with second and third person, right? So will generally is used, it is but will is also used with her first person, and that I will be telling you now. Children, first in first point related with will is very common, and I think you all know it, that it is generally used to express simple future. So will is used to express simple future. All right, this is the first point related with will, that it is used with simple future tense. For example, she will leave for Ambala tomorrow. Now children, see, she is third person singular. I am talking about will when it is used with second and third person singular. Okay, so second and third person. Now children, so first example of will is it is used with simple future. Okay, like she will leave for Ambala tomorrow, right? Or Lata will sing a song in the party. Lata will sing a song in the party, right? Then children, the second point of the model will is that it is used to express an invitation or request. Okay, can you see what I am writing? Children, you can write, or you can write it also, whatever I am writing. Okay, you can write it also. Express so children, my second point is that I hope you all can see on the board. It is used to express an invitation. Okay, it is used to express an invitation and request. Okay, so first example I have told you it is used in the simple future, and second example I told you that will is used to express an invitation or request. Okay, like for invitation, will you please have a cup of tea with me? It's an invitation. Will you please have a cup of tea with me? Okay. Then children, request. will you please lend me your book for tonight? Will you please lend me your book for today? Okay, so I have given you the example of will, that how it is used with invitation and request. So these two are the uses of will are there. Now, third point related with will in second and third person is that to express a command in an informal or impersonal manner. I am writing it. To express a command in an so to express an command in an informal or impersonal manner. So this is the third use of will. Okay, like children, you can say you will not leave the class before completing your homework. You will not leave your class before completing your homework. And then you can say all new boys will report for medical checkup. All new boys will report for medical checkup. Yes, student. So I was telling you that children, the third point is to express a command in an informal or impersonal manner. Okay, like children, informal, impersonal manner, like you will not leave the class before completing your homework. It's a type of informal, or it's very not very having a personal touch here. Okay, or all new boys will report for medical checkup. This is a type of order, but this is an children, it's a command in an informal manner, right? Now children, we will take the fourth point related with will, and what is that? That is to express something that happens again and again and is likely to recur. To express something that happens again and again and is likely to recur, like the old woman will sit in the park and sing song. Okay, that means again and again she used to sit in the park and she used to sing the song. And Vinod will go to the coffee house and discuss politics. That means again the Vinod used to go, it is his habit generally to go to coffee house, and there he used to have a cup of coffee, and with the there with his friends he must be discussing about the politics. And it seems that Vinod is interested in politics. That's why he's taking so much pain going daily to the coffee house with a cup of coffee in his hand and discussing politics. Maybe he was very much interested in politics. So such type of example, when we express something which is going to happen again and again, okay, and again it is likely to happen, the same thing we expect that it will be happening again. So in that case children, what we will use? Will. Okay, some person will walk in the middle of the road. Some person will walk in the middle of the road. Okay, so children, some person, it is some person, they are having, whenever they go to the road, they walk again and again to the middle of the road. So it is in such a case when the things will happen again and again, when the things will be repeated again and again, then children, when we will use will here. Then children, fifth point, to express quantity or capacity. So fourth is repeated action. And fifth is children, something will is used to express quantity and capacity. So will is used to express children here quantity and capacity. So in both manner you can say will is used here to express quantity and capacity children. Like 200% will be seated in this tent. Okay, 200% will be seated in this tent. It is showing the capacity that how much people can sit in the tent. Okay, and like the jug will hold 2 liters of water. Then now children, you want to have a jug, so you're asking to the shopkeeper how many liters it can hold. So what the shopkeeper is telling, he is telling the jug can hold 2 liters of water. The jug can hold 2 liters of the jug will hold 2 liters of water. So you can see children here the use of will. Okay, then children, sometimes children, predictions. What is the meaning of prediction? Prediction means to tell something about the future. What is the meaning of prediction? To say tell something about the future. Like children, it is too close, it is too cloudy, it will rain today. It is too close, it will rain. Okay, then children, as a principal verb also, God willed otherwise, though it is used very less. It is not used nowadays, it is used very less. So these are some of the uses of will. Okay, and now I will be telling how will is used with the first person. Generally children, people say shall is used in the first person, but no children, will is also used in the first person. But when that I will be telling you, I will be discussing you in the board. So I've written children few points on the board that how will is used if it has to used in first person. Okay, so will with the first person is used, and how, in what manner it is used, that I will be telling you. Okay, in what manner it will be used, that I will be telling you. Like first one, to express willingness and offer. To express willingness, first point you can read children, to express willingness and offer. So children, when you are willing to do something, okay, then in the first person you can use will. Like I will help you as far as possible. I will help you as far as possible. Okay, so this is your willingness to help someone. Then I will carry that parcel for you. Now this will come under the category of offer. I will carry that parcel for you. Okay, so children, here I is a subject of the first person. Here I is a subject of the first person. Okay, and children, here you can see what will is telling, how will is used. It is used to express willingness and offer. Okay, now we will take the second point, to express intention and promise. So will is used to in the first person when it has to express intention and promise. Okay, so let me give you some example in grammar are children very useful. It help us in understanding the thing in more better way. So to express intention or promise, you can see I will go home to see my mother. I will go home to see my mother. So children, here it is the intention. It is the intention of the first person. Okay, I will go home to see my mother. It is the intention of the first person. Then promise. He will come in time. He will come in time. This is the promise. To express threat. To express threat means I will beat you. I will teach him a lesson. What is the meaning of threat, children? Threat means dhamki. Okay. So here we can tell to I will beat you. I will teach him a lesson. Okay, if fight is there between two party, okay, I will teach him a lesson. Let him come to my in the road. I will see him. So these are some of the word which is where will is used in the first person with the threat. Now to express, the last one is to express determination. Okay, this one I've told you just now, to express threat, like I will see you. Okay, I will see him, let him come on the road. Now we will express this. I will tell you this one, to express determination. Now here I will be giving you the example, children. I will lay down my life for my country. I will lay down my life for my country. I will prepare food for the patient of the coronavirus. So this is his determination. Okay, I will not take egg. I am a strict vegetarian person. I will not take egg. I am a strict vegetarian person. So children, these are some of the example of children will. Okay, will is used with the first person and the second person. Children, I will be telling you some more example of shall. Okay, I've already told you, but how shall is used with the first and the third person, that I will be telling you. I told you, children, that so student, I think I've discussed you previously some of the important use of shall, but today I'm thinking, children, I should discuss the uses of shall both in first and second and third person. Generally, children, it is believed that shall is always used with first person. What is first person singular and plural? First person singular is I and plural is we, right? So children, with the first person shall is used, and how it is used, definitely the most important point is this, to express simple future. So children, first example, first use of the modal shall in the first person is to express simple future. Okay, children, to express simple future, let me give you some example, like we shall leave for Delhi tomorrow. We shall leave for Delhi tomorrow. We is first person plural. Okay, we is first person plural. So we shall leave for Delhi tomorrow. Then we can also say, children, I shall go for a long drive in the evening. I shall go for a long drive in the evening. So this is the use of shall in the first person, okay, in simple future. Then children, the next is to express the plan and an intention of the speaker. To express the plan and the intention of the speaker. To express the plan and intention of the speaker, right? So children, you can say, I will go home to here. We shall shift to our new house next week. This is the plan of the speaker. So in that case, he has used shall. We shall shift to our new house, okay, in next week. I shall go to Chandigarh via Rohtak. I shall go. So he is expressing his plan, his intention. Okay, that I shall go to Chandigarh via Rohtak. Rohtak is a place Then children, the third point, to express an offer or suggestion. To express an offer or suggestion. This is the third point, student. And children, when we express about some offer or suggestion, so can you think of some sentence like, children, shall I shut the window? Shall I shut the door? It is expressing the offer of a person. It is expressing the offer of the person. Shall we sit in the lawn? The intention of the person. Shall we sit in the lawn? This is the intention. This is the wish of a person. So children, you can see how I have used shall in the with the first person. Okay, I have used shall with the first person. Now children, how to use shall with the second person, that I will be telling you. So student, I have written a few points on the board, and that will be telling you, children, how we use shall with the third and the second person. How we use shall with the second and third person, right? So children, first of all, to express a command. To express a command, you shall do it. That means it is commanding. You shall remain here till he come. This is also a command. You shall remain here till he comes. Okay, so this is again a command. He shall report for duty at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. This is also a command. So my first point is to express a command. This I have discussed with you. Like, he shall come to duty at 8:30 tomorrow. Then children, second point, to express a threat. Okay, when we threaten someone, then children, we use shall with the second person or the third person. Like, children, you shall die for it. You shall not study further if you fail. Okay, so this is a threat. You are threatening someone. You shall not study further. When your parents, sometimes your father is so angry, children, that they started threatening you, like here in this sentence, you should not study further if you will fail this year. Then children, she shall be punished for her misdeeds. She shall be punished for her misdeeds. Okay, then he shall be sacked for his negligence of his duty. He shall be sacked for his negligence for his duty. So these are few of the example when we use shall in the second or the third person to express threat. Now children, the last one, to express a promise. To express a promise. Now, you shall get leave today. So this is the promise, okay, done by our boss. You shall get leave today. Or children, they have won the match and the owner of the school or the chairman of the school is telling, okay, you shall get a leave today. Now, you shall have a mobile phone if you pass. Then he shall get a reward for his faithfulness. He should get a reward for his faithfulness. So children, here some of the things you can see. And children, last but not the least, though it is not used many times, but I think I should tell you, to express command or wish of the person, address if used with a third person. To express command or wish of the person, address if used with a third person. Okay, like, shall he carry your luggage? Okay, shall he wait outside for you? So children, these are the use of shall and will, and I think I have children, that confusion is removed now, that shall is always used in the first person. I have clearly told today that shall, definitely it is used with the first person, but at the same time shall is also used with the second and third person. Okay, so students, this is the uses of shall, will. Okay, these are some of the uses which I have discussed with you, and I hope children it will be useful for you, especially when you write. It will improve your writing skill, it will improve your children communication skill also. And children, with this I conclude for my video here, and children wait in my for my next video. There you will learn something more and more and more about others models also. With this I leave. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.